boondocked last night here in New Mexico. This is the San John City Park, I guess. It's pretty cool. You'll find more and more of these kind of places as you head out west because there's more and more level land. It's not near as congested. And they even advertise that this is free overnight parking right next to the road. So no water, no electric, no nothing pretty much here. But, you know, there is a bathroom, there's a playground. This park itself is a little bit run down, but there's some ball fields we can tell that are still actively used. And almost more important than where you're parking itself sometimes is the area around the park. And we felt like the area around this city park was safe. And so we felt okay parking here. And probably the coolest part when you're pulling in somewhere for the night, we didn't even have to unhook because if you're staying somewhere for one night and if you don't have to unhook, that is a total time saver. You just get ready, hop in the van, ready to roll. So each day before we start, one of the things I do is I turn on our tire pressure monitoring system and let it kind of check the tires. It is a little bit cooler this morning, so the tire pressure might be a little bit low because of that, but still I've got 2 tires that are probably a little bit low, so I'm gonna get those aired up. So it starts beeping and it shows you which tires are low. So I got my driver's side front tire on the van and my rear passenger side on the van.
So I have just recently discovered something called instant coffee. I didn't even know existed. We're not huge coffee drinkers. Like, we just drink it when we travel and we need it, or socially. So this has been really great as far as boondocking. I'm able to boil water with the propane, and so I could make us coffee and then make us oatmeal this morning with the boiled water. So stuff like that, or like cereal while you're boondocking, has been super easy. One of the things we've learned with traveling with the toddler, because we get asked that a lot, like how do you do that? We have learned a few like tricks along the way that works for her and her schedule, and one of them is if you know that you're going on a long car ride, then if you have a playground where you're at, then go and let them blow off some steam first, because that makes the rest of the day go by so much easier. Or if you don't have one, then maybe plan a stop at a restaurant or a county park or something where they can play, because that's important to toddlers and they've got these growing minds. So this has actually been a huge help, is just letting her come play before we take off. How high can you go?
2, 3.
We just kind of wanted to take Route 66 a little bit and just see some of the roadside attractions, take in some of that history. And that's what's really cool is, you know, if we were just on a short vacation, we wouldn't really get to do those things. We wouldn't get to say, hey, let's just take the highway and just take our time and check some stuff out. And that's what I love about this lifestyle, is just the flexibility, and it's always an adventure.
When you book something for a vacation for 1 or 2 weeks or whatever, I mean, you're usually stuck there unless you want to be out a lot of money. And that's part of the reason we travel the way we do, to have that flexibility.
So Route 66 Highway is also known as like the Main Street of America, or the Mother Road, is one of the original highways in the U.S. and it stretches from Chicago to Santa Monica, California. That's like almost 2,500 miles of Route 66. So that's really cool. It's historic. It's been around since like 1920, so it's just really neat, and we wanted to check some of that out.
When you get off the main interstate and just take your time and go through it. A lot of it's really run down, because you got to think, I mean, that was like where it was at. Route 66 was the main form of traffic and everything for these cities, but then once that was taken away and I-40 took over, you've got, man, it looks like 75% of these things are just shut down because they just don't get the traffic they used to get. apparently this Flying Sea Ranch is a pretty big deal. They spent, who knows how much money they spent on all these signs they've got for this place. It's a pajama and rain boots kind of day. I love your frozen pajamas, Hensley.
See a bear.
See the bear? Hensley, be nice to him. Be nice.
Reindeer.
You finally get out of your pajamas?
Can you get out too?
Yeah? Alright, come on. Whoa! What a big jump.
Let's see animals again.
Go see animals again? We've technically driven, this is 4 days in a row.
Yeah,
I mean, some days are less than others, but,
it's just how it worked out.
you know, didn't want it to, but it's how it rolls. You just roll with it.
Are we in Arizona? Can you say?
Arizona.
So we've made it. It's been a lot of driving. It's not been too bad though. It's actually been really fun, like having my mom and getting to talk to her and seeing her interact with Hensley. And this is a very historic place. We're at Sun Valley RV Park, Route 66. It just feels good to be at our first stop. We're gonna check out Petrified Forest National Park. Really excited to get to see that. I would eventually love to see all of the national parks. I definitely think that's a goal of Nathan and I. So she said, I want to go see Dad.
Yeah, you want to see Daddy? Did you find a rock? It's so pretty, just like you.
Nathan says when he does a lot of driving that he misses Hensley because he doesn't get to spend a lot of time with her because he's driving. She's enjoyed having my mom. My mom was a teacher for how many years?
31.
31. So Hensley's getting a great education riding in the car with mom. I always wanted to do that.
Huh. That is crazy. We could just buy some here if we wanted to. We got all kinds of it. So what's been your favorite part of what we've done so far?
I kind of wondered about the Airstream being so small, but it's been fine so far, and I've enjoyed being with my family and getting to go places, and the scenery in New Mexico is just beautiful.
I don't know that we would choose to live in something as small as the Airstream if we didn't get to move around like this. So it's like you make a sacrifice for the small space so that you can come out and do things like this. So it makes it worth it though.
Yes.
And we're really glad you got to come with us.
Well, I appreciate it. I've had fun.
And we really haven't even done anything fun yet. We've just rode around in a van, so that's a pretty good start. Yeah, we're excited to be in this area. Get to knock another national park off of our list. We'll definitely be checking that out and sharing it with you guys. We're gonna get some sleep and we'll catch you guys later.